From the small settlements of the early 1600s, a new world was taking shape. Over the next century, 13 colonies took root along the east coast of North America. They were a diverse bunch, from the bustling ports of Boston to the sprawling tobacco plantations of Virginia. These colonies weren't just dots on a map. They were vibrant societies. They farmed the land, built thriving towns, and developed robust trade networks. They were a melting pot of European cultures and ideas, and they were growing stronger, more prosperous, and more confident with each passing generation. But this growth came with a catch. The colonies were still under the rule of Great Britain, an ocean away. For years, this arrangement worked. Britain provided protection and a market for colonial goods, while the colonies provided raw materials and a loyal base. But as the colonies matured, Britain's policies began to feel less like guidance and more like a heavy hand. After the costly French and Indian War, Britain found itself deep in debt. To pay it off, Parliament began imposing new taxes and restrictions on the colonies, policies like the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts. To the colonists, these were a direct violation of their rights as Englishmen. They weren't just angry about the money. Their outrage was rooted in a fundamental principle. They had no representatives in the British Parliament. A cry echoed through taverns and town squares, a defiant demand that would define a revolution. No taxation without representation. This wasn't just a protest. It was a statement that they were no longer content to be passive subjects. The colonists believed that any government that taxed its people without giving them a voice was an unjust government. This core idea, born of frustration and a sense of injustice, became the central rallying cry. The American people, once loyal subjects, were now ready to challenge the crown and fight for the right to govern themselves. The stage was set. The cry for no taxation without representation wasn't just a political slogan. It was the spark that would ignite a revolution and forge a new